What is up, guys? I know it's been a good minute, but I've been working ham on this car, guys, trying to get this thing ready, prepped for paint. I do apologize for not putting out any content lately, but like I said, there's so much work that has just gone into the car, into the body, trying to get it perfect for paint, because we're painting this thing, guys. We're not wrapping it, so everything has to be perfect, otherwise it's going to show through to the paint, or it's gonna crack the paint, whatever it may be, and we don't want that. So let me go ahead and give you guys a quick walk around of everything that I've been working on the past 2 weeks, I believe. So let me go ahead and show you. First, here she is, boys. For those of you guys who may be new to my channel, this is my 04 G35 bagged. Quite a few custom stuff on it. Custom trunk, duckbill, custom fender vents. A lot of good stuff on this car, and a lot more to come. We are actually prepping this thing for paint, and we're getting there. It's almost there. So let me go ahead and take you on to the fenders, because I believe the last time you guys saw these, the fenders were not primered or anything at all. So pretty much what we did was, as you can see, this body line used to come all the way to here. You can actually still sort of see it. That's because this whole section right here still does need work, and along with right here, and just some sanding in a few spots. But overall, the fender is looking really good. A lot of hours gone into it, and we still pretty much have to block it along with the rest of the car. But all in all, the fenders are looking really good. This one right here needs a little bit more than the other side, but all in all, it's looking really good. So pretty much the entire car is primered except for the pillars and the hood. I know we're not going to be primering them just because I know it does not need it. It's pointless work because they're already perfect. The parts that needed to be primered was this area pretty much right there, and the pillars I know are perfect. Like, they are extremely smooth. They weren't that bad from the beginning. But as you can see, we got the mirrors on, both mirrors. We got the headlights on. This car was taken apart for quite a while, so I went ahead and threw everything back together just so I can at least drive and enjoy this car, because there's still more work to do, and I at least want to drive the car and enjoy it. So another thing we actually did was, my car is maxed out on as low as it possibly can, and it's on the floor. So these side skirts right here in the front, I don't know if you guys remember in my previous video, every time I would air out, these would bow. And now that we're painting the car, we definitely do not want that. So what I went ahead and did was actually trimmed a bit off of here, pushed the whole thing up. And what that actually did was it cleaned up this line in here. Before, there was just this nasty gap that I can literally just stick my hand under it. Well, now it's nice and tight and flush all the way through, and it sits a little bit above the fender, but it's actually a nice look. Before, I don't know also if you guys remember, again, when I would air out, it would bow out this as well, so you can see down inside. This looks really good in my opinion, and once it's painted, I don't think you're gonna be able to tell. So that's pretty much what we did on both sides. So now when I air out, it sits on the floor, but it doesn't sit low enough to where it crushes it. Moving on to the rear bumper, I was actually trying to decide what to do as far as the whole third brake light goes, because if you guys remember, I was working on the MK5 style third brake light, and I was playing around with it, and all in all, I'm not gonna rock it. So what we may end up doing is putting mesh back on with this behind it, if anything at all. Not 100% sure quite yet, but we may just end up keeping it open like that, but with some mesh. Now on to the taillights. We have the taillights removed just because I had to remove this rear bumper, but let me give you an update on those. So again, if you guys haven't seen those videos, make sure to check it out. But these are the depot taillights that I went with, and I ended up tearing them up and ended up painting and shaving and everything these taillights. So what I did was, let me pull this off. We shaved those lights. As you can see, those are no longer there. We ended up just keeping those OEM ones, and then ended up putting the same amount of LEDs on the left hand side of the taillight, the smaller light side. So that way it looks OEM, but it still gives us that skyline look, which I think is really cool. So we still have to put that bubble piece in that goes right there, clean it up real nicely, clean up the lens because they are extremely dirty, but that's an idea of a little bit of a before and after of how we made it look. All right guys, so moving on to the trunk, the part that has been a huge headache. We molded this on, it cracked, we fixed the crack, and then it cracked in a different spot, and then that was cracking, and here we are now. So let me go ahead and show you kind of what I just actually did today. So pretty much what I went ahead and did in this area, I know you can still see, that's because it's a base primer. I just want to get an idea of what needs to be done further. So pretty much what I ended up doing was in this area right here, it kept cracking. So I ended up, and that's because guys, this wing is actually not for this car. It's off of a Scion TC, and I ended up cutting the wing in half, taking about 5 inches out of the middle and fusing it together. I've done this in the past with this wing. It kept cracking on the sides actually. That's because I had it done a different way. It kept cracking, so I said screw it, ripped it off, and that made it very weak. So the second go around, the wing was already pretty weak. There wasn't much material really left to work with in the middle, so that's why the middle keeps cracking. So pretty much what I ended up doing was in this whole section, I ended up grinding it all the way down to bare plastic, and then used JB weld that's meant for this type of material, fiberglass and everything, and then did that right there, did that right in this area, this whole area right oh, I wasn't even showing you guys. We did that in this area, this area, this area, and a little bit right here, and it really seems to have made it very strong. Again, I know you can still see everything, but what I did was put that on, sanded it flat, threw a small layer of Bondo, blocked all of the Bondo off rather than using a DA, primered it, and this is what we're left with. So I can tell you right now, this for the most part is pretty much golden. This is gonna be really nice. We just have a few little spots like that. This is actually really nice. Just this area right here is a little low, and pretty much this is really good, that's really good. Pretty much everything else just needs a really good blocking. So if it keeps cracking, I'm done. we're not gonna keep doing this. So all in all, I'm really happy. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and, so all in all guys, I'm happy. Been putting in mad work. I do apologize for not filming any of it, for not putting out any content, not being active on YouTube or on Instagram for that matter. Like I said, it's so much work guys, and it's pretty overwhelming. So bear with me, but I think we're back. We're gonna be cracking out some more content. I do have a really awesome part that I'm picking up on Saturday. Today's actually Thursday, so I'm gonna be picking it up actually on Saturday. So stay tuned. The car is gonna look hella aggressive after this one. I'm extremely stoked. So yeah, dude. So stay tuned, guys. Subscribe if you guys aren't already, because there's a lot of good shit to come. So all right, guys. I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video off, though. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch bases with you guys on everything going on with the car. But all in all, let me know what you guys think. The car's definitely coming together. I am so excited. And like I said, guys, we have a new part coming. You guys are going to see that in the new video, or in the next video, I should say. But there she is, boys. She's fully primered and looking beautiful. We're still going to do some work, and then the body shop's still going to take care of all the other stuff. Also, they're also still going to be sanding the entire car, priming the whole car as well. So I'm taking care of a lot of the body work, and then they're going to do all of the finishing touches. But let me know what you guys think of everything, and stay tuned. The next video is going to be on the new part, and then I have a few interior things that I want to go ahead and do as well in the next upcoming videos. And then yeah, stay tuned for it, bros. Hope to catch you all in the next one, and until next time, guys, as always, peace out.